it's like tournament life on the line. He's like, well,
not on Cactus Valley, not on a 4-player map. Can't happen.
Oh, that's true.
If
I'm
it
not
were
thinking Wolf.
it's okay. If it were like
my brain is just shutting down.
if it were a good map like King Sejong Station, I would have said yes, yeah, absolutely.
It's funny that Deer just doesn't want to play that game at all. Like, after this is Iron Fortress as well for the final map, so, you know, what are you going to do?
Well, not going to proxy, that's for sure.
That's what you're not going to do.
I think it's time for Stargate play.
Let's see it, Wolf. Let's jump into the game right now. Game 4 here between herO and Deer.
CJ Entus herO 김준호 vs 삼성 갤럭시 Dear 백동준.
Down here in the bottom left, in the red, one of our Protoss players from CJ Entus. It is herO. New haircut.
New haircut. To the top right in blue. Samsung, it's Deer. 2-1 is the Korean commentators echo behind us. Very tense. We get cross spawns, the same spawn locations we saw this map. When Moonglade never cast in that PvP group. Group D, I think it was. They were out of order, so I get confused sometimes. But
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Group D.
Keep that in mind. Saw a lot of Phoenix play. Would love to see it again right now, right here.
Do it, herO. Like you said before, I think he's probably the guy who's more likely to go for something like that.
Yeah.
I also am a herO fanboy. I'll say it.
I think everybody is, whether they say it or not. Like, I'm one of the ones who don't say it, but I am. I'm just like silent in this moment. Then like when he's playing in a foreign event, I'm like up all night. I'm like, yes, my house wins. That's me.
Yeah. Really friendly guy, and a great player, of course. So what's not to love?
He's kind of good at the game. It's like he's been playing.
He's played it a couple times. Here or there, I've seen him.
Yeah, he's not like that other herO. He's like a little bit better, more consistent.
You definitely hurt like 5 people's feelings right there.
They're both very handsome.
That's true.
Both ladies, men.
Both have cool hair.
Both have cool hair. Both from teams with a long-standing history of Starcraft esports.
Yeah, they're both Korean.
Both Korean. Both spell their ID the same way, just with different capitalization.
Yeah, that's true. We're getting really deep now, Wolf.
I think that's all I can say. I think I can't go any further. I don't know what their birthdays are or anything like that. I mean,
I was wondering about that, but
all right.
Scouts from both players.
You and I
just hit Wolf.
Watches
by
bump
accident
together because I wear my watch on my right hand because I like to disagree with society. Actually, I'm just left-handed.
You're a lefty.
So I've read, even if you're a lefty, you're supposed to wear your watch in your left hand, but I don't do that.
That's some BS. You wear your watch as you want. You're an adult, Wolf.
I'm going to wear my watch.
You do whatever you want.
I'm going to put my watch on one of my belt loops, man. This is the somewhat passive early game. As herO does get a second gateway, so that's the only difference that we have so far here. It has been a bit of a long day for us, hasn't it? We've been casting for 8.5 hours now.
Yeah, we started at 2, and it's 10:30. Good job on the math there.
Yeah. And it's a fun day, though. I enjoy it.
Yeah, and great games the entire day. There was not a moment where I was just like, these aren't really that enjoyable. I enjoyed literally every series. Literally.
Twilights for both. This is like game 1. Or I think it was game 1 where they both basically just did the same thing, except herO did 2 gates and Deer did 1, and then they ended up kind of meeting in the middle because it's like 2 different ways to go to the same end, basically. 2 means the same end, something like that.
Yeah. So the Blink's going to come out here earlier for Deer, but herO with that extra second gate, of course, has the extra stalkers a little bit faster. We've seen this many times before. If you watch PvP. Ooh, Deer gets the watchtower. Small victory. He's going to leave it. He's like, yeah, I won. And he left.
Who's going to go Robo and who's going to commit? 2 more gates for Deer. Starts to feel like a commit.
herO. Going for the Robo. Oh, they both do. Okay.
Scouting Mothership Core here for herO.
Wow.
Deer didn't see it, so he can't deny it. It's going to see everything.
Oh my God. He's not even going to die. He could actually get out of here. No, it's just going to go for a recall.
Yeah.
Trying to get a kill first. Oh, that was too scary for me. 3 scary, 5 me.
Too quick for me. He did, with that, lose his ability to use Photon Overcharge.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe a time warp also will be an issue. Ooh, Piling gets scouted here. It's going to supply block Deer.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
It also shuts down
kind of a big deal.
Shuts down his ability to warp in units as well.
The probe survives, funnily enough.
Is that at the natural? It is.
Yeah, behind the natural.
They could actually warp in. They could make a pylon to warp in zealots.
Yeah, exactly. You could go into the main even. Put a probe or a pylon there.
I think that's exactly what Deer's going to do. He's going to just defend and then warp in zealots.
Exactly.
Just making it immortal. There's the pylon. Wait, that's not the pylon anymore. It's like not
that is
at all.
a pylon.
That's your base, Deer. What are you doing?
He like does it at the other natural.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, he's just going to put it at the Nexus area.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to use it for warp-ins, though.
Yeah.
I think it's the best way to do it because it accomplishes 2 goals.
No. The only thing about it is that it's scouted. Oh, man, Deer's just going to fight this.
Oh, he's going to jump on this. The Guardian Shield plus the Immortal is going to help out quite a bit, but herO has way too many Stalkers here.
Way, way too many. It's 11-6 right now, and you're seeing the Blink Micro happen.
Deer, not the best for his known for his micro, especially in high-pressure situations.
I guess he just didn't expect it. He got caught out on the map. He got too confident. And he loses every single Stalker.
7-0 now. If he knew, he would actually keep pushing it.
Just going to wait for another warp in, I guess, and then go for it. He may even be able to just run in or even blink in and survive under the Photon Overcharge. Kill a couple Stalkers.
There it is. He actually hit the Robo from here.
Oh my God, the positioning on the Robo. Nothing is going well for Deer. Nothing.
Deer adds another gateway.
By Robo.
You could actually, I think you might be able to hit that Cybernetics core with like 1 or 2 Stalkers.
Yeah, or even the gate on the right side.
Yeah.
He's waiting for more weapons.
He's also dealing with this Zealot harass that we were talking about earlier, but didn't get anything done.
I guess he'll just take a Nexus.
He doesn't know that he could just win. If he knew, he would actually just end the game.
I'm just surprised he doesn't stick around.
Yeah.
Like, what is he scared of?
That's the question.
There's no, I mean, there's nothing coming his way. I guess there could be some, like, a dark shrine somewhere, and he's like, oh, but all you have to do is make it an observer, and you have a Mothership Core back at home, and you don't have to take your whole army back.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's making a Nexus and an observer. And I feel like he's still in a position where he can just go up the ramp and win the game.
Yeah. Just playing it safe.
Micro Wars here. Oh, herO losing the Stalker there.
Yeah, Deer in a much better position there. Had a really nice concave. Every Stalker was firing the entire time. Maybe herO, after that Expedition lost game, he's like, I don't want to force anything. I want to just play it safe. I've got a great advantage. Let me just transition.
Yeah.
Because the Expedition lost game was the one where he just walked down the ramp into the giant concave of Deer and lost his entire army.
Yeah. Deer moving across the map now for a counterattack, realizing his opponent spent 400 minerals on the Nexus. And, he's deciding to spend his own 400s. This game is actually going to kind of normalize. herO is still ahead, but he could have won the game just because of how PvP works. He didn't know it, and I respect his choice of playing safe instead.
Yeah, he's going to get very far ahead. I mean, he took out the robotics facility as well. Do not forget that. So Deer has to remake that, and herO's going to be way ahead in that tech. Gets his forge first, too.
Yep. Oh, herO pylon got taken out. No big deal. Deer getting a Robo to replace the Robo he lost, making it in the same exact location. He didn't learn. Probably not going to matter, but definitely not a good place to make your robo in this matchup if you had the choice.
You know, sometimes just with, you know, even the pylon radius, that seems from a long time ago.
Yeah, that's
like so annoying.
That's so terrible.
Puts it back in the same place.
Can they just put that back for Legacy? PvP is not a problem anymore for 4 gates. Not because of that change either. Because of the mothership core. Also, we should be able to warp in on ramps, not up ramps, but on them in general. Like, oh boy. Not gonna get into that anymore.
Yeah. herO is in a fantastic position. You can even see it in the supplies. The tech's better. Upgrades, robotics facility on the way.
Probe count.
Robotics bay. Probe count, he got the Nexus earlier. Sniped the Observer.
We're going to see Storm Drops again for Dear. We didn't even talk about it, but I mean, you guys can look at the production tab and know what's up. Let's see if this ends up being effective this time. Because last time it was effective for 8 kills, but then he lost it, then he just, you know, he didn't have the units he wanted to have to defend at home. He ended up winning that game, but for different reasons.
Yeah. Because of herO's mistake. Now herO looking to put on the pressure. Better concave in the Guardian Shield for Dear.
Force that Nexus cannon. And he's got his own Guardian Shield. He just wanted to wait until the real fight to use it.
He's taking a third.
He knows he's so ahead. He just wants to make sure he can close this out. Take no chances at this point. Storm's still a long way away from being a game changer. Here comes the Warp Prism.
I think Dear should hide a base or something. He has to do something to come back in this game.
So hard to hide a base, though, when you've got this army right at your doorstep to even sneak a probe out. So difficult.
He could have gotten one out with the Warp Prism.
That's true. That's actually a really good
That would have
point.
been like the best way to do it.
Yeah, just hide it
very sneakily.
Exactly. Hide it to the bottom right.
What is this timing on that scout? What?
It looked like he was sent to follow the probe. He's checking for this because he knows it's a possibility. He's literally, when you're this ahead, as herO is, and you know it's your last game, you just literally check everything.
Oh my god. It's going to go down. The 2 High Templar in there, and that's an even worse situation now for Dear.
Should just cancel Storm.
Like I was saying, just nothing going right. Absolutely nothing for Dear.
When you take a risk like this, sometimes you get scouted, you know?
Yeah. Probe now, trying to join the other team, but herO says no. The probe is watching that Warp Prism get sniped. He's just like, oh no, I can't be on this team anymore. I'm just, I'm gonna mine from the other team's base.
Yeah.
+2 is gonna finish up
This
for herO.
Yes.
Does Dear even have +1?
He has +1. He doesn't have +2 started though. So just continue to watch this. I mean, there are ways for Dear to come back. It involves usually herO continuing to play passively and him maxing out and then taking a fight, just kind of like game 1. But
I don't think herO will let that happen, but if he plays too safe, like you said, it is a possibility.
Yeah, I'm just laying out possibilities, but yeah, it's very unlikely, like you said.
herO going for the attack now. Wants to end it. Thing about Cactus Valley is it does have that choke at the natural. That is the one annoying thing if you're the attacker. And Dear even set up a couple of gates. I'm not even sure if that's on purpose, but they're in position to mess up the concave of herO even.
Yeah. Okay, this base goes down. This upgrade advantage is so huge with this many units. This many firing stalkers at each other.
Look at army supplies, 103 to 61. Better tech, better upgrades, better everything, man.
You can just siege this with this Colossus.
hero's going to swing the hammer, I think.
All right, Zealots get unleashed to charge in here. Blinks forward on top of that Colossus. The Colossus had the back, plus the Immortals is doing so much work here. Easy win here for herO to close out the series 3-1.
We expected herO to make it through, and he does. GG. 3-1 to herO, and he will move on to the round of 8. Nicely done. Looking fresh with that new haircut. Play, same old good.
Same old, same old. Dear, on the other hand, proving that he's consistent enough to get into these tournaments, but when he gets here, he usually falls out in the first round.
herO, you are my hero.
A great sign.
I am Viper. I abducted my lover. Nicely done.
Well, for Dear, the story ends here.